Hello, and a very warm welcome to the English Story Nook. We are so glad to have you with us today. Today, we're diving into a story about the pressures of working from home and how things don't always go as planned. Get ready to discover what happens when a young woman's career-changing presentation is interrupted by her very curious and playful pet ferret. It is a tale about embracing the unexpected and finding success in the most surprising ways. Before we dive in, if you enjoy our stories and want to support what we do, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also consider buying us a coffee. The link is in the description below. Every bit of support helps us keep creating great content for English learners like you. And now to the story. Yes, that is a ferret. No, he's not my boss. Michiko Patchett's apartment was a shoebox with a view of a brick wall, a space she shared with Pip, her emotional support ferret. He was a tiny, furry anchor in the chaotic sea of her life, a constant, comforting presence as she prepared for the most important presentation of her career. This was her chance to impress her boss, Salman G, and finally secure the promotion she so desperately needed. A promotion meant a bigger apartment, a better life for her and Pip, and a chance to finally feel like she was making it. The pressure was a physical weight, a constant hum of anxiety in the back of her mind. She felt the need to ace this presentation, to prove her worth. The thought of failure was a bitter pill she couldn't swallow. She had to ace it. No other option was acceptable. The day of the presentation arrived, a gray, drizzly morning that mirrored her mood. Dressed in her most professional blazer, a stark contrast to the sweatpants she wore below the desk, Michiko logged into the video conference. Her heart hammered against her ribs as she began to speak, her voice a little shaky at first. Then, a flash of brown and white fur. Pip, drawn by the sound of her voice, scrambled up her arm and onto her shoulder, his little black eyes peering curiously at the camera. A few of her colleagues chuckled. Salman G, his face a mixture of surprise and amusement, asked, "Is that your boss, Michiko?" Michiko's face burned with a mortifying heat. She quickly scooped Pip off her shoulder and out of the camera's view, her carefully constructed professional veneer cracking under the sudden, unexpected pressure. The presentation continued, but the ferret's brief, scene-stealing appearance had planted a seed of doubt in her mind, a seed that would grow into a thorny vine of anxiety. The professional veneer she had so carefully cultivated felt like it was shattering into a million pieces. The presentation ended, and Michiko was left with a gnawing sense of unease. The light-hearted jokes from her colleagues about the ferret boss felt less like good-natured ribbing and more like a judgment on her professionalism. The incident, so small and insignificant in the grand scheme of things, had shaken her to her core. She replayed the moment over and over in her head, her anxiety amplifying the perceived unprofessionalism of it all. The next day, the jokes escalated. A meme of a ferret in a tiny suit with the caption, "The Real Boss at Eldalia Solutions," made the rounds on the company's internal chat. Michiko tried to laugh it off, but the humor felt pointed, a constant reminder of her mortifying moment. Later that day, an email from Salman G landed in her inbox. The subject line, "A quick word." Her heart plummeted. The email was brief and professional, a simple request for a follow-up meeting to discuss the presentation. But in her anxious state, Michiko read between the lines, convinced she was about to be reprimanded. Her career at Eldalia Solutions about to be scuppered by a ferret. The fear of her career being scuppered was so strong it made her feel physically ill. Seeking solace, Michiko called her friend, Rohana, a freelance artist with a perpetually relaxed view of the world. Rohana found the whole situation hilarious. "Just lean into it," she advised, her voice bubbling with laughter. "Make a joke about it. It's not a big deal." Rohana's well-meaning but dismissive advice only made Michiko feel more isolated, more misunderstood. The night before her meeting with Salman G was a sleepless one. Her mind raced with worst-case scenarios. She imagined being fired, becoming a cautionary tale of remote work gone wrong, her professional reputation in tatters. In the pre-dawn hours, fueled by a potent combination of caffeine and desperation, she made a decision. She would not be the ferret girl. She would prove her professionalism, even if it meant taking a drastic and slightly ridiculous step. She had to ace this meeting. Michiko logged into the video call with Salman G, her heart a frantic drum against her ribs. She had a carefully prepared apology, a list of her accomplishments, and a plan to regain her professional standing. But before she could launch into her speech, Salman G smiled. "Michiko," he said, his voice warm, "I wanted to talk about your presentation. It was excellent. You've got some great ideas." He then mentioned the ferret, not with disapproval, but with genuine amusement. "He's become a bit of a mascot around here," he said. "In fact, the team loved him so much, they've started a whole new marketing campaign based on him." He shared his screen, revealing a series of mock-ups for a new ad campaign featuring a charismatic, animated ferret. The campaign was clever, funny, and perfectly targeted to their demographic. Michiko was stunned. "We want you to lead this campaign," Salman G said. "It's a big project, a chance to really make your mark." He then offered her the promotion she'd been so desperate for. Michiko was speechless. This was everything she wanted, but not in the way she ever imagined. She looked at Pip, now curled up asleep on her desk, and a wave of relief and gratitude washed over her. She took a deep breath and accepted the offer, a genuine smile finally breaking through her anxiety. Her professional veneer was no longer a fragile mask, but a flexible, adaptable part of who she was. Her career wasn't scuppered. It was taking off in a completely unexpected direction. Michiko threw herself into the new campaign. She worked with the creative team to develop the ferret character, drawing inspiration from Pip's playful personality. The campaign was a huge success, going viral on social media and boosting Eldalia Solutions' brand recognition. Michiko, once the ferret girl, was now the ferret genius. The experience changed her. She learned to embrace the unexpected, to find humor in the chaos of remote work. She became more confident, more assertive, and more willing to take risks. She even started a company-wide Pet of the Month competition, a light-hearted initiative that brought her colleagues closer together. One evening, after a long but fulfilling day, Michiko sat at her desk, watching Pip play. She reflected on how much her life had changed, all because of a tiny, furry creature. She realized that her initial embarrassment was a product of her own insecurity, and that true professionalism wasn't about being perfect, but about being adaptable, creative, and authentic. Michiko was no longer just a junior marketing associate. She was a leader, a creative force, and a testament to the fact that sometimes the most unexpected interruptions can lead to the most incredible opportunities. She had a bigger apartment, a better life for her and Pip, and a newfound sense of confidence and purpose. And it was all thanks to her furry little boss. That's the end of our story for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Have you ever had a funny or unexpected interruption during an important meeting or call? We would love to read about your experience in the comments. Sharing your own stories is a fantastic way to practice your English. Remember to check the description box below for helpful resources to continue your practice. Thank you for joining us at the English Story Nook. Keep practicing, stay curious, and we look forward to sharing another story with you very soon. Happy learning!